Welcome back. The arena beckons for more AI blood. Welcome back to the arena, everyone. Today, it is the return to novel AI. We did different AIs at different times. I started with novel AI, which is better for writing novels, literally stories. Probably slightly better for this on the surface, but ChatGPT is more versatile, so I gave that a go, but I think I understand its flaws now. And novel AI is, if I'm careful, if I tweak it, I think still better for this. And I think it's more exciting anyway, more varied. So we're going to see what we can do with that today. I've done some testing. I've significantly improved it since last time. And I've, more importantly, improved the method that I use to continue getting text generations from them without having to pay for each one. And that is that I just paid them. There's $10 a month to get what is actually a pretty reasonable amount of tokens. And I wouldn't usually pay for software, but I'm actually kind of paying for the hardware because I don't have a raft of massive GPUs here, but they do. So I'm just paying for access. And it's actually kind of worth it, especially because you guys enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, you can always contribute. There is a boomer cam available today, as you can see behind me here. That's if we get to £50 total contributed. And I will remind you all, the house battles are very close. Well, actually less close than they were at the beginning of the stream. Orbos is ahead by £44. Let's see what happens. So, for now, chat, submit your fighters and vote on the ones you like the most, and then we'll get started. We have 4 submissions already. Field, whatever I'm calling you. I recommend you put his name on there. You missed that. We have as submissions Deland Timp, God Emperor of Mankind, sworn enemy of Professor Madam H. He wields a flaming sword of truth and pure meme magic to fire all of his people's enemies. You've got Ordianus from Libertine, a spellcaster, spearman, and spec ops operative of a shadowy magic order. Remember, chat, put an upvote, like a reaction, on the posts containing the fighters that you like, and the 2 highest ones will be selected. Ooh, a new one from Warmech, Flime. Liquid metal slime made out of mercury that boasts high defense and the ability to alter its body freely into weapons, objects, or even complete deformation. And then there's Kabuma back again. Invader submitted Hans Bitterman. I think that's your first submission, isn't it, Invader? An experienced ex-soldier, almost read that as sex soldier, turned corporate kill team operative. Is that just your character from that RP, where you do that stupid German accent? Fine. Chat, vote on the ones you like the most, and the 2 highest voted will be battling. Remember, it may be tempting to vote for the boomer-based one, but if you do, we have to depict my dog getting hurt. Just bear that in mind. You could always see Donald Trump in the arena again. That would be fun. Warner, why have you posted one of the default Skyrim characters? You just sort of missed the point. By the way, if anyone has missed the point, there's rules in the chat I've just linked there, the AI Battle Arena chat. Warner, is that your way of saying niggers? It just says red guards. Alright. I'll give it another 10 seconds of voting, and then we'll pick the top 2. Currently, it is going to be Donald Trump versus Kabuma. Alright, chat. Any moment now. Alright. Oh, and there's one more vote for Flime. I think we'll do Donald Timp versus Flime, because we haven't seen Flime yet. Deland Timp versus Flime. That's Matthias versus Warmech. So, let me copy them in chat, give me a moment, and then we'll get started. I do need to say this every time, but this is the part I need to make faster. It's also the part I have no way of making faster. Like, without a lot of work, reorienting this stuff to work with OBS specifically. Alright. Let's do the descriptions in a minute. Just get the names for now. And Matthias. There you go. And then versus Flame from Warmech. Alright, we have the pictures done. Let's just add in the fighters. So, new AI for this session. Well, completely new, obviously, but close enough. Hold on. Little small element of testing I have not done yet, which is to check if this... No, okay. Alright, in that case, we will have to do a duplicate of this, which hopefully should be okay. Okay then. So. All that. We have those in there. That's good. Okay. Put the descriptions in here. This is the last thing we need to do before we start, chat. By the way, Matthias, you've spelt wields wrong every time you posted that. Alright, chat, for anyone just joining, we are almost ready to start. Just putting the last bit of details into the AI. Okay. Yeah. Are we ready? Let me grab the initial thing. Now then, chat, there is a new thing to do today, which I will show you now. I mentioned before that, well, I won't show you actually, but I'll do it like this. So I mentioned before that we have arena generations. Now that doesn't work as well in novel AI, but it does still work fine done in ChatGPT and then copied into novel AI. So I'm going to let ChatGPT generate us an arena. Here's the arena's description. The dual arena, known as the Verdant Spire, he's not even here, stands amidst a sprawling ancient forest, its colossal trunks forming natural pillars. It does seem to like forests a lot. The ground is a mixture of moss-covered stones and soft, springy grass, offering sure footing. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the duelists below. Vines hang like delicate curtains, creating barriers and adding an element of strategy. The air is alive with the hum of unseen creatures, enhancing the atmosphere and anticipation. So I've asked it to give me a description and then to convert that into an AI art prompt, which is very convenient for them popping over here and just copy pasting it into the AI art thing, which I already have some other stuff set up for. So I just put that in, click generate, let it go for a bit, and then copy in the description into the actual AI prompt. Yeah, you see, I am what they call a genius. We then do this and we're ready to go. Little bit more prep, I guess, but I think it's worth it. I can make a copy of this and just have this be like the default story. If I need to add stuff, though, I'll want to. Yeah, okay. Well, we won't do that yet. Okay, let's get started, chat. We're ready for the first battle. Are you all ready for the first battle? Let's hope so. First battle between Delon Timp and Flime, summoned by Matthias and Warmech, respectively. Let's begin. We'll get rid of that, and that should be fine. So, the fighters stand across from each other. What is their... This is their last chance to say something before the fight begins. Delon Timp draws his flaming sword of truth and pure meme magic made physical, and proclaims, "I shall purge thee for thine blasphemy against the Empire." Oops. Flime slimes forward, morphing arms into giant mallets as tall as herself. I assume you didn't want it to be female, but now it is, shouting, "Come at me, bro. Let's see who melts first." Okay, ignore this bit. Your thing is now female and can talk and says bro, and says come at me, bro. So enjoy that. We will now roll to see who goes first. It's Flime. Flime goes first. So, Delon Timp, remember you have a free redo. For now, Flime, what will you do first? Milk for the cornflakes, very good. do that. And then do... not all the way up. Womack dies from cringe of his character being female. It was assigned female at generation. Disgusting. Okay, there we go. That works fine. As okay as can be expected, Chase. Alright. We await Womack's first turn. Womack about to make his character transition. I do recommend that you specify the gender of your character. Because this AI seems to be... It might just choose at random, I don't know. It should assume male, really, if they're in an arena. Well, have a look at the image in a sec. Just get some wizard fuel in me. Not pronouns, more like just gender. I may have been able to, by the way, convince Motch to join us today, though she doesn't appear to be around right now. She may be a little later. I think she was planning to be today. Hello, Merkel. Hey, look. Merkel's typing in live chat, but he's not in audience. Shall we prepare a welcome gift for Merkel? Everyone prepare a message at Merkel and give your opinion on Merkel's policies, on Germany in general, if you wouldn't mind, and on his silly name. Prepare your message, but don't send it yet. No, Chase, you retard, don't send it yet. Okay, ready? We're going to do it all at once because he's not listening, but he is typing. He needs to learn, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, send. Got him. We're still waiting for... Oh no, Womack, we have a turn from Womack. Now, I want to reiterate that it's even more important with novel AI that you don't specify that you succeed at doing something, or you don't speak as if you have just succeeded, because we're narrating here. Rather than with ChatGPT, we're suggesting, and ChatGPT would 1 time in 100 say it failed. Novel AI will never say it failed. So whatever we put in here becomes canon. So what you write, what you tell me as your prompt, has to be fair. You can't just override the other person's agency in your writing. Flame slowly advances forward, hardening its body against incoming attacks, and swings with a metallic hammer arm. Delentimp effortlessly sidesteps and slices Flame with his flaming sword of truth and pure meme magic made physical. The attack has little effect. Delentimp curses under his breath, but manages to regain composure and mutters, "This should have worked." Well, what will Delentimp try next? It's your turn, Matthias. Hello, Merkel. Welcome to live chat. I see you still haven't chosen a name for yourself. You should enter one of these, Merkel. I'm hoping that these fights will be a bit shorter. It's using a different AI, as you may be able to tell, but probably not. Oh, Matthias is gone. Is that the best you can do, slime ball? Deland shouts before swinging his sword at Flame, unleashing an inferno of meme flames at his opponent. Flame deflects the flames off itself with hardened arms, replying back sarcastically, "Nice try, Emperor Poopy Pants. Oh, it's really heating up now." Delentimp clenches his jaw, insulted by Flame's reply, lunges forward and hits him again with the sword of truth and pure meme magic made... let's let it finish its sentence. Physical. Flame withstands the attack, retaliating by solidifying legs into sharp needles and stabbing Deland repeatedly. Delentimp winces in pain as he staggers back from getting stabbed multiple times by Flame's needle leg. Alright, Flame's turn. Even though you just got a hit in, it's your turn again. I think I will generally create rules as they're needed of how I treat the AI, but what I'm going to do, and I forgot to do up until now, is all of your prompts will end in a comma, not a full stop, so that it continues the sentence straight away. so that whatever it says is really relevant to what has just happened, and it's more likely to write in paragraphs that way, which I think I'd prefer. But we can try different things with that. And I'm also going to say that if it stops generating in the middle of a sentence, I will make it go again and generate more, which gives us a sort of random number generator for how often we're going to just generate more stuff. Which is fine, I think. Hello, Marge. There is something I wanted to try. Where is it? It would be here, ephemeral context. I think it was... I've actually been learning how to use this, chat. +6 for, say, 50. -1 will do... if that works. Ah, like that, okay. Oh, that's... okay. Yeah, that's fine. Not yet, actually. Oh, interesting. I see what the problem is. Don't know if we can reset the step count. Can we? See what, well, let's not. I'll do it for next game. Let's continue for now. Something to try it for next time. I've been looking into the features of this AI chap. Climb deforms a hammer arm into a sword blade, mimicking its opponent, and makes a lateral slash at the target, followed by a distorted chuckle. You don't have to do it yourselves, but if you could, I would appreciate it. Put a comma at the end of your input. Enjoying himself a bit too much. Dylan Timp barely parries Flime's blow, gritting his teeth in frustration as his opponent keeps mocking him during the battle. That'll teach you to mess with the slime squad, replies Flime, ready to deliver another strike upon its adversary. It is now Dylan Timp's turn. While you take your turn... Ooh, we have an arena. We have an arena background. Here it is. There is an audience back there, you can just about see. It gave your needle attack away early, shame. I assume that it invented your needle attack, in fact. Alright, for those of you that haven't joined one of these before, I think the main thing I want to resolve is to give us something to do in between waiting for turn prompts from the audience. Still not sure what that would be yet. I did have the idea of we could do a 3-person battle. I may do that later today. You can think of it that way if you like, Invader. But it doesn't have to have the sexual connotation. I wonder if it might also be a good idea to bring on someone to help commentate. Always Invader with those suggestions, yeah. Merkel, are you acting surprised or are you actually surprised? It's always the rub. Or sarcasm. Okay. Why? Some people might not know that. It's better to make it clear. I am, after all, technically in a contract with Twitch, thus with Amazon. It's only the affiliate one, not the partner one. But still. Well, not really from Twitch these days, Merkel, but in principle, it can. All right. Dylan Timp considers his next option. We also have the opportunity at the end of today's stream. I may do a initial trial of the concept that I'm getting ready for tomorrow, which is called Cabal Trek. You may be thinking of it as like strongly Star Trek related. It doesn't have to be, but it has some similarities. We'll give that a try later today if we run out of, well, we're not going to run out of battles, but if I feel like it near the end. Maybe I should make a rule that if you take more than, like, 2, 3, 4 minutes to come up with a prompt, I just keep entering, I just keep pressing enter. But then again, you'll never come up with a prompt then, because it'll keep changing. Then again, it might encourage people to come up with them quickly, but then they might not be as interesting. Deland charges at Flyme, swinging his sword to unleash blades of flames to limit his opponent's movements before sending a devastating overhead swing upon Flyme's head. I'm going to change upon to towards. Aiming to decapitate him once and for all, Flyme morphs tentacles out its body and catches Deland mid-air, laughing maniacally. You've already lost, Emperor Poopy Pants. How do you feel about being called that, by the way? Deland's eyes widen in shock, frantically trying to free himself, letting out a primal scream, "No!" As Flyme completely covers Deland's entire body with mercurial mass, fully absorbing the Emperor of Mankind whole without spilling a drop of blood. Thanks for dinner. I hope it tasted good. Jeers Flyme in glee. Holy shit, Flyme is fucking dangerous. Re-roll, says Matthias. I think you do have that privilege. Yeah, I think, yeah, you went second, so we're re-rolling that. You might not have been, it might not have been over, Matthias. Take this, you overgrown booger, is what Matthias just shouted, or what Deland Timp just shouted. Flyme evades the flames nimbly, before shaping arms into spears, counter-attacking Deland Timp aggressively, answering back mockingly, "You're such a sore loser." Technically, it hasn't ended the quote, so do I keep printing? do I press enter again? By the way, I hope that it's not biased against Trump specifically. It probably isn't. Thrusting spear-shaped appendages towards Deland Timp, Flyme strikes Deland Timp's chest with great force. Deland gasps in pain as his armor breaks apart and blood starts running down his face, eyes wide open in disbelief at how badly the battle was going. Well, it ended the sentence, so that is the end of that turn. He's just changed his name to Merkel. You didn't have to. Just, like, we're calling you Merkel partly to make you come up with something better. The battle could still turn around very easily. Not creative enough. Resisting the urge to make a reference to you being German and thus not creative. Oh wait, I didn't resist it, damn. Oops. Alright, new background. Similar to the last one, you can see the people gathering to watch the battle. No, I have not seen that, Daddy Bill. That's... I think I should be offended. Moch, on a scale of 1 to 10, how accurate is that? You see the resemblance. Well, there's the white and pink, yeah. Flyme attempts to headbutt the target with a reinforced metallic head. Aiming directly at Deland's injured torso, confident about victory being imminent. Flyme fails to headbutt target due to armor durability increased spellcast beforehand? What the fuck? Preventing major injury beyond a flesh wound currently existing. It's getting it directly from a Chinglish translation for some reason. Deland Timp steps aside and puts distance between them, panting heavily as he struggles to keep up physically despite his injuries inflicted so far during battle. Technically hasn't ended the sentence. Today against Flyme thus far. Deland Timp prepares himself mentally, knowing very well if he doesn't land some strong hit soon enough, he won't last any longer battling Flyme, now that both sides have taken quite a bit of damage already overall. This is fucking broken. During combat tonight, yet alone finish off the remaining opponent right here and there, presently present surrounding immediately. I think I'm gonna prune this a bit. I'm gonna remove this and try and get the same result. So the attack failed. Why is it writing so badly? What happens if I make it go again? Deland dodges out the way, but falls to the ground after sustaining a fatal injury, wheezing weakly as he tries crawling away from Flyme. But yeah, so that one's not fair. It was written properly, but it wasn't fair. Cries out in agony, collapses onto the floor. No. No. He dodged it. I'm just trying to get it written well. Dodges away and launches a torrent of flames at Flyme while muttering, "I don't lose." Flyme absorbs the heat energy released by Deland's torrential flame attack, using it to rapidly regenerate damaged parts instead. It then morphs hand-shaped appendages into miniature cannons and fires projectiles composed of molten metal. I'll leave it at that. Right, sorry about that confusion, chat. It's the next turn. Well, it looked like Chinglish, Warmek. It looked like, when you do a literal translation from Chinese to English. Barracuda made it, did he? I better have a little word with Barracuda later. Not really, Jack, no. It's just the only limit is your imagination. How interested are you in seeing the imaginative smorgasbord that is Jack versus Merkel? Merkel, rather. Yes, by the way, cut here. Definitely wasn't Moch. I definitely got it fighting a lion. Definitely didn't just appear overnight at some point unexpectedly. It was not the result of fighting with the person who is currently only 161 pounds behind becoming the next Discord kitten. Well then, Jack, submit a fighter next round. We are currently waiting for Matthias to input a new prompt for Deland Timp. Also, yes, Libertine has linked to some free use characters. There's another thread in that same channel with more free use characters, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Merkel. Merkel says your bi-monthly tax payout stolen from German taxpayers. Greatly appreciated. To stream anonymous. Yes, thank you. Right. There is a way to get User coins from contributing, but it's a little complicated, unfortunately, because of the nature of the services I'm using. You have to be a subscriber on Subscribestar, even for a little tiny bit, or have been at some point. And then if you're using the same email address on Subscribestar and Stream Elements, and your Subscribestar's linked to your Discord, then it'll work. You'll get the coins from Stream Elements and Subscribestar, including historical coins as well. And you can use the User coins, like you would get £10 worth, and you can just use them double again into the stream systems. Anyway, Deland unleashes flames of pure meme magic upon the entire arena in an attempt to cut off any of Flyme's escape routes. Growling, "If I can't defeat ye, I may as well destroy the arena around us." Flyme shapes part of its own mass into a protective barrier, shielding itself completely, continuing relentless assault towards Deland's position, commenting "coward" sarcastically while chuckling maliciously. I'm going to change the, I'm going to add a bit of punctuation here so that it doesn't fuck up in future. Continuing its assault was Deland's position. Sarcastically. That's fine. Alright, Flyme's turn. I don't know where you're running, Warmek. Not only are you in 8th, Moch, but 8-Bit Picky, who is just above you, is decaying, having not been voted for in a while. Yeah, exactly, Kieran. I have set this to a somewhat higher randomness value than the default. I also set it to low repetitiveness, so it should be creative, but the randomness being that high may have downsides. In my testing, this never happened. The bad grammar never happened. But I think it's a good idea for us to make sure that the prompts that you put in have good grammar, because it's basing what it says partly on what's already been put in. Merkel, the points aren't for, like... Very good, Moch. The points aren't for, like, rating you or social credit or anything. They just help with the stream systems. Like, if you want to do things with topic popularity, for example, which is the popular one, it actually does things. The highest named user on the topic popularity board becomes Discord Kitten. Moch, I think you may have missed a trick there. You could have just voted for 8-Bit and she would have stopped decaying. Because currently she's steaming down towards where you are because she hasn't got any votes in a while. It would only take 100. You only have to betray her a little bit. No, it has to be for 100 or more in order for it to work. In order to...
God, who's alone? That's all I've got left.
I know. No, Merkel, look at the numbers. It's, No, look at the numbers, Merkel. It's, it's got a pound symbol and also a separate symbol. That other symbol is the Usercoin symbol. Oh, Jack has stopped the decay of 8-Bit, but Invader has contributed 4 March. That's right, Womack, I've got it. Fly morphs its barrier into a metal spiked ball and charges at the target like a spherical grinder. Gaining momentum rapidly, Dylan Timp frantically uses meme magic to launch a massive barrage of lasers at Flime, praying he manages to stop it soon enough. Flime receives numerous laser-based assaults, resulting in only minor damage, concentrating most energy unleashed within the barrier sphere surrounding himself, or itself, resulting in... I don't know why the grammar is so bad. But yeah, he receives numerous laser-based assaults, resulting in only minor damage, concentrating most energy unleashed within the barrier sphere surrounding itself. It managed to defend itself. Cheers someone else's wallet for Wes. well done, Jack. You've earned 4 hours of immunity from mocking your foot fetish. Well done, now Merkel is aware of Jack's foot fetish. Chase, if you if you do actually put in exclusively prompts that have Nya in them, it will fuck up the AI. It will start copying your style. Right, we are now awaiting Matthias as Deadland Timp. It's next turn. Chase does not care. Well, March, I hope you're watching how Chase is writing, because that's how you're going to have to write in about £161 time. Wait, how did this happen? How are you only 60 behind now? Who put you that close? Did I miss it? I reckon someone may have done this in a different channel. You're only 60 behind now. Who put £100 into March? When did that happen? I missed that. It happened in a different channel, I guess. Let's have a look. Or was it a bug? It might have been a bug. It might have been a bug. I'm going to restart the bot. I'll do that in a sec. Field, do this one first. Field, I never actually said that those would work with this AI, but I never said they wouldn't, and I don't think they wouldn't, so I think they would. So we'll do them. But I didn't actually think about whether that would be okay, but it should be. Matthias, Delentimp drawing upon his followers' belief in. Are you sure? Oh, belief in him. Okay, you did edit it. I'll copy the new edited version. Drawing upon his followers' belief in him, Deland draws in power to attack not only Flyme's physical body, but also the metaphysical concept of Flyme's existence as well. Praying his ultimate attack succeeds. Flyme struggles momentarily, feeling weakened by Delen's spiritual assault, yet successfully maintains integrity due to superior resistance. Due to superior resistance shown previously against similar formless entities belonging mainly within Eldritch Horror's category. Why is it taking it from Chinese writing? This is terrible. Get rid of that entirely. Delentimp grits his teeth in frustration at seeing his most powerful meme magic spell proving utterly ineffective against Flyme, drawing out every ounce of power left within his body before unleashing a final burst of mean flames towards Flyme, accompanied by words spoken clearly to emphasize their importance. Meme magic burns eternal. Flyme shapeshifts lower limbs into... Let's just get rid of this. Flyme's turn. Alright, let's do the message from Field. Suddenly, an evil wizard casts a mirror spell on the arena, causing an evil clone of all living creatures to be summoned in the arena. Let's not include that part. Alright, let's see what that does. Everyone except Flyme begins to attack themselves. Delentimp orders his evil clone to murder Presa Madam H. The Empire collapses. What is Flyme going to do? I don't think the Empire collapses is actually canon. And I don't know why it's using 4 exclamation marks. I think I'll just get rid of the Empire collapses bit entirely, to be honest. And maybe the extra exclamation marks. Flyme forms itself into a humanoid shape, lifting its limbs freely, taking advantage of reflected image, taking advantage of its reflected image, and commanding it to strike back aggressively. Let's leave it at that. I'll make it go one more time, actually. Attempting maximum damage output possible. Presa Madam H notices Flyme manipulating his reflection, so decides to cast an illusion spell in order to confuse Delentimp and prevent him from focusing properly throughout subsequent exchanges. The way this is written is going off the rail, I think. What I'm going to do is remove that, and we've got Presa Madam H involved now somehow. We go over here, change the randomness down a bit. Just put it to 1.05 instead of 1.1. Should be a bit better. Make it go again. Meanwhile, Flyme morphs its head into a cannon-like structure. A cannon-like structure and fires blasts comprised of highly corrosive material, aimed at Delen's vital points, determined to finish off the weakened opponent swiftly. Delentimp narrowly avoids Flyme's shots as his evil clone defeats Presa Madam H once and for all. The clone of... Not actually Presa Madam H. There you go. Alright, continue. By the way, anything that you put in your character's lore, the AI is going to try to include it at some point. I don't know, Warmack, why you're suddenly an asset of the Clintons, but it happened. Cabal branded GBH charges, now with added femoid kittens with every purchase. Moch, can you confirm that if you become Discord kitten, you will do violence upon me? It's the current state of the TP. Ratchet Ogle is definitely an option. If Ratchet Ogle gets to the top spot, I probably will give it to both of them. Flime shifts from a cannon into a mortar and uses the distractions of the chaos to fire an artillery strike on the target's position. Destroying Dellen's armor completely, rendering further protection useless, sneering arrogantly, "Time to end this once and for all." Dellen Timp desperately summons forth meme magic to summon a swarm of ultra mega hyper superpowered holy bugs to defend him against Flime's next shot. Let's see what happens with the next shot. Well, actually, I don't know. I think we'll let Dellen Timp go next. This could be the end. Yes, bugs for some reason. Not just bugs though, Invader. Ultra mega hyper superpowered holy bugs. Don't know why you forgot that bit. That bit's very important. Just eat them, Fivehead. So Jew Chinese. Chad, did you notice that Moch never actually confirmed or denied that she would do violence on me if she became kitten? Alright, Matthias. Your armor has been destroyed. How will you defend yourself? Oh, we have a turn. 1 second. Wasn't expecting it so soon. Have a new arena. Delland orders his bugs to swarm Flime to keep him in place. Delland then manifests copies of himself to surround Flime before they all rush towards him to skewer Flime upon at least one of their blades. Shouting, "Die!" Flime transforms himself into a gelatinous substance, preventing impalement entirely. However, its movement speed gets reduced drastically, forcing retaliation at minimum velocity. Groaning irritably, "Damn bugs." Dylan Timp orders his bugs to rip Flime apart molecule by molecule. Flime, it appears that with his swarm of ultra mega hyper superpowered holy bugs, he has managed to gain the upper hand. I didn't know he had that ability. I don't think he did either, but he does. So what are you going to do about it? How do you react to this? Incidentally, this has gone up to 10. Chat, if you want to see, for the rest of the stream, the boomer cam, which is here. If you want to see this somewhere on the screen for the rest of the stream, we need to hit a total amount of contributions of £50 across the entire stream. That's all it takes. Live feed of my dog sleeping on my bed behind me. Would like to spend money? Here's where you can do it. You don't have to explain why you don't want to, it's optional. Ooh, thank you, Libertine. Libertine's promoted Amuleth. Amuleth is now much closer, but still behind. We are once again closer to that £50 mark. Alright, new turn from Warmech. Flime shifts its central mass, without the apostrophe, into 3 sets of helicopter blades that activate attacking Helicopter blades. Activate. Attacking. Do we do towards all surrounding duplicates and hyperbugs? I'll do any because you can't spin towards all things when they're all around you if you're moving. Is that an okay replacement? Thank you, Merkel. All right, we're back up to 40. Very generous. Remember, Merkel, anything that you put in the message will be promoted on the topic popularity board. Any word gets promoted on there. So if you want to promote a word because they can have effects, that is how you do that. Shredding them viciously, resulting in fatal injuries inflicted instantly upon contact. Smirking sarcastically, sadistically. Now we're talking my language. Dalantimp commands his bugs to go full extermination mode upon Flime. Flime reforms partially, allowing maneuverability increase. Allowing a maneuverability increase prior to launching self-destruct sequence. Wait, what? Utilizing remaining mass to release explosives. I'm going to have to delete that entire paragraph. Try it again. They begin devouring Flime in large numbers. Flime redirects some rotors, slicing nearby insects violently before transforming... I don't know why it's doing the Chinglish bullshit. Transforming his upper portion into two separate masses resembling dragon heads, simultaneously spraying acidic liquids over as many targets currently present within the vicinity, killing the majority instantaneously, except for Dalantimp himself. Leave it there. Right, next turn. Dalantimp, what will you do? I don't know if there is any way that I can make it speak English. There is something it told me about. See if that works. It might break things. If it does, I'll just delete whatever it generates. Is Dalantimp the new Flash Gordon, asks Invader. Don't know. Merkel, you trying to give him keywords to activate him? Chase Y. I. How effective his bugs were, Delan summons even more to replace all those lost, before ordering them to swarm Flime even more while he retreats from Flime's range to gather more of his immense might. I think we have disconnected. I just need to refresh, but it should work fine. There we go. Is it still all there? Yes. Let's see if this works. Praying he has enough strength left to overwhelm Flime once and for all. Flime reorganizes itself into a cylindrical form, firing acid jets from both ends simultaneously, annihilating swarms present instantly. Without allowing additional reinforcements sufficient time to appear. Saying smugly, "Bring it on, Bug Boy." He's been called Bug Boy. How do you react? I think I'm going to make it go one more time. Dalantimp summons forth more meme bugs and orders them to combine into a gigantic centipede bug beast armed with countless stingers and mandibles capable of tearing Flime apart. Meanwhile, Dalant prepares one final meme magic blast to decimate anything remaining within the arena after the death of Flime. Why after the death of Flime? Oh well. We'll find out, I guess. There's Crassus from Marsh. You're welcome to post your fighters now, chat, but they will only be chosen if you post them when we're ready to do the next round. Alright, this battle's been going on for about 40 minutes, which is longer than I wanted the battles to go on for. So I'm going to do a thing. You saw me testing this earlier. Where is it? There it is. Ephemeral context. So let's do this one more time. So we'll do +6. What about 20? So let's turns. 1. Did I do something wrong? Yes, I did. Yeah. Okay, leave that. So in about 6 turns, or 6 steps, it will start rounding up the battle. There's a little feature. Gonna test if it works. We're waiting for Matthias, not Matthias, sorry. Warmech. Because I would like to wrap this up fairly soon, because I think 1 or 2 people have characters who haven't played yet, and I'd like to see them enter. I think next time I will pick 2 people who have not played in these yet. Arena pit picture, background. Alright, new turn from Warmech. Flime forms its arm into a heavy caliber rifle. I think it's Calibra, not Caliber. Maybe that's an English, US, UK thing, I don't know. And fires towards the target, aiming at center mass. It'll probably get that. Intending to penetrate through Dellen's armor completely, yelling triumphantly, "Gotcha now." Dellen Timp braces for impact as Flime's shot pierces through his abdomen, coughing up blood as his meme bugs crumble away, knowing that his impending blast won't be strong enough to finish Flime off. Cursing his misfortune at facing such a resilient foe, whispering weakly, "This isn't over, Slimeball." Flime shifts partially into a cannon-shaped structure, intending to release finishing blows onto Dellen's dying frame, announcing proudly, "Any last words, Emperor Poopy Pants?" Cocking back, ready to fire. Suddenly, Flime experiences sudden fatigue due to prolonged exertion during the match, finding its movements considerably slowed, making direct hits increasingly difficult to achieve. Scowling irritated. What? Dellen Timp takes advantage of Flime's exhaustion and summons forth more meme bugs to distract Flime, while he prepares a final meme magic blast. Flime redirects rotor-shaped protrusions, slicing several insects effectively before changing into a cylindrical form, intending to fire concentrated blasts of acid continuously, stating angrily, "Not happening." Dellen Timp orders his meme bugs to swarm Flime, while he finishes off his... Wait, what? I will have to read that later. Finish off something, finishes off his... Wait. Oh, did it fucking lost the context or something? I want you to continue from here. Bottom context is not story text, slightly caused by alter context. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on, I think I know why that's happening. Give me a second. Yes, it's the thing I just added. God fucking damn it. Right, you -2. There we go. That should work now. Okay. Oh, I'm glad it told me about that. Genuinely. Anyway, while he finishes off his Meme Magic Blast, knowing that Flime's acid can't dissolve meme bugs fast enough to make a difference. Flime transforms its core into rotating blades, slicing numerous insects efficiently, before shifting partly into a cannon structure, preparing finishing blasts aimed towards Delant's position, snickering spitefully, not falling for that trick. Again, Delantimp orders his meme bugs to pin Flime down while he unleashes a huge Meme Magic Blast. He prays his magic proves strong enough to overcome Flime's resistance. The battle reaches its climax. I know I've been pressing enter a lot here, chat. But it genuinely had not finished a sentence. Now it has, but we kind of have to press it again to see what it did. So I'm going to press it one more time. Who will emerge victorious? Stay tuned for the epic finale. Yes, we know. I just want you to tell me what happens next. As the battle comes to a close, the exhausted fighters struggle to maintain control over their powers. However, there can only be one winner. As Delantimp staggers towards Flime, he realizes that he doesn't have enough power left to finish him off. Flime senses Delant's weakness and seizes the opportunity to end the battle once and for all. With a surge of adrenaline, Flime reforms its appendages into sharp blades and rushes towards Delantimp. Let's have a turn. And a turn from an actual player. It's Delantimp's turn. Your last chance at a defense. I did instruct the AI that the battle is ending soon. Yeah, it's taking a long time, isn't it, Matthias? I think it's almost over, though. Or do you mean like the charging up thing? Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's not charging up for too long, at least. Matthias, one last decisive action from you could decide the outcome of this battle. Fourth final meme blast, says Field. Remember, the winner of these battles gets their house and a couple of causes of their choice, 2,500 User coins, supported through a cheer. So if Matthias wins, Spire gets some points, and so does Tomboy Supremacy, because that's all he ever chooses. However, if Warmech wins, he's not in a house yet. Let's move towards getting that fixed, shall we, chat? Yeah. Good night, Merkel. Yes, we're only £10 away from getting the doggo cam, the live feed of my sleeping doggo. Still waiting up for Matthias's turn. That's alright, Warmack. You don't need to, because you won't get a choice. You will just be drafted, yeah. Isn't that supposed to... Oh, is it? It's locked. Ah, gotcha. Sorry about that, chat. Okay. Shut up, Schizo. Drawing upon the dregs of his power and parts of his soul, Deland unleashes a massive blast of meme magic upon all that is in front of him to reduce everything. Ash. Thank you, Jack. Jack says, getting us over that threshold. Amuleth sends 8-bit Picky for continued meowing. That is enough. We have hit £50, the halfway point, and the camera is on. Let me give you a better crop on that. There you go. Thank you, Jack. So, the next milestone of today's stream, we're about an hour in now. In 2 hours minimum, we shall end. unless we see another £50 come in which case there's an extra hour of stream content. So, let's see what happens now we're very near the end of the battle. Roaring out, die! Flame braces itself for impact, erecting a barrier to absorb as much of Dellen's blast as possible, refusing to give up so easily, thinking, over my dead molten slime. Flame, it ended the sentence. It's your turn, Warmech. We're very near the end here. This has got to be the last couple of turns. I did ask the AI to simulate accurately exhaustion. It seems to have done so. I want to add another instruction, actually. Speak proper English with good grammar. We'll do, don't use more than one exclamation mark in a row. See if it follows that one, shall we, chat? Because that's really cringe. Now, there's another feature in here, chat, a secret feature, which has certain keywords that can unlock it. Now, I have no idea if it actually works. I haven't tested it yet, or I haven't seen it work yet. It should have appeared by now, except that I guess not. So we'll wait and see. Maybe. It's interesting. Ooh, a bit picky, thank you. Hail Amuleth, hail Spiral, Cabal prevails, return of the Discord Kitten Jack. Well, you've poured your lot into Jack. He's in 12th, still behind, but closer. Thank you, 8-Bit, you've successfully extended the stream by an entire hour. And Amuleth is now back in the lead. I will swap the icons around in a couple of minutes. Please remind me if I don't, if I forget. Thank you, 8-Bit. That successfully hits us way above today's threshold. Let's put that back down to there and remove that. We are now in a giga stream. Thank you, 8-Bit. You are very generous. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Hey, Zenman, I like the physical Cabal logo there. Those aren't Lego figures of Cabal members, are they? That would be pretty cool. You have Boomer Camp field, he's there. It's hard to put it somewhere that's more visible without blocking the fight, but I guess most of you would prefer the Boomer Camp to the fight, so I'll put it there. Like that. There we go. I assume you'd prefer that. Moj is particularly sensitive to dirty mugs. Not that I would know. I don't use mugs, but she does. Ugly mugs like me. Anyway, so, yes, we are now waiting on Flime's turn. Here it is. Flime's arms form into two Qatar-shaped... Do you mean Qatar? Is that kind of sword? Is that spelt right? I want to make sure. Just to make sure, because otherwise the AI might not know what you mean. Blades charging forward to stab the adversary's midsection. Just confirm for me, Warmech, when you're ready that that word is what you want. Qatar? I'm not sure. I haven't heard that word for a sword before. Obviously katana, but I don't think that's what you mean. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Jack. That'll do. Piercing through Dellen's armor relentlessly, Flime yells victoriously, "Gotcha!" It's still doing multiple exclamation marks. Meanwhile, Dellen Timp unleashes one final meme magic blast towards Flime, despite his fading consciousness, desperate to secure his victory. His meme bugs swarm Flime en masse to weaken him while Dellen focuses his last remaining strength on this final blast. Flime struggles to maintain its integrity, absorbing as much of the blast as possible before launching acidic substances towards surrounding insects, reducing their numbers drastically. Flime then shifts its appendages into swords, rushing towards Dellen's vulnerable frame, determined to land the final hit. Dellen Timp staggers towards Flime, coughing up blood and struggling to remain standing as he feels his consciousness slipping away. But he refuses to give up, summoning forth the last of his meme bugs to weaken Flime while he focuses his remaining power on one final meme magic blast. It just keeps happening. Flime feels his movement slowing down, Unable to prevent Dellen's final blast from landing on him. Realizing that Dellen's blast will finish him off, Flame decides to gamble on a final move that could turn the tide. Flame morphs its appendages into tentacles, reaching towards Dellen's injured frame, intending to squeeze him to death, yelling furiously, still got moves, slime boy. We are very, very close to the end now. Come on. Come on, surely this has to be the end. The thing, I told it, like, add into the battle at some point, the battle is ending. But it's just, I think it's added that in there so it's talking as if the battle's ending, but never actually ending it. We were at a point just now where it felt like it was pretty much over. But then it just kept going. It's now, Matthias's turn. Hopefully the last turn, pretty much. Old meme template field? What do you mean? Watch us back down in 9th, because Kitten got supported a couple of times. You're still only £65 behind becoming Kitten. That's good, Zen, man. Oh, you made one for ChatGPT. Oh, okay, meme field. That makes sense. This one's Novel AI. It has its own logo, if you wanted to use it. Alright. Oops. Dellen staggers towards his weakened opponent, and using the last of his strength, he aims to land a finishing blow upon Flame. Shouting, "Time to die, Slimeball." Flame resists Dellen's blow, focusing all of its energy on maintaining integrity, refusing to admit defeat, muttering, "Not over yet, Emperor Poopy Pants." Flame redoubles its efforts, morphing appendages into hooks intended to pierce Dellen's Can we just end the battle? Can we just... Could it not be over? I'm going to continuously regenerate this until we get a conclusion. Which might not be a conclusion of Dellen Timp winning, of course. Generate from here. See if we can get a conclusion. Dellen's blow proves too strong, breaking Flime's defenses completely. As the meme bugs swarm towards Flime to weaken him, Dellen Timp unleashes one final meme magic blast. I don't think you know what final means, AI. Realizing that he's about to lose, Flime forms his appendages into tentacles, rapidly. We've already done that. Come on. Let's get rid of this as well. No more final bullshit, just end the battle. Flime struggles to reform, sensing its imminent defeat, realizing, shit, guess I'm done for. With his meme bugs providing cover, Dellen Timp unleashes his final meme magic blast. Nope, you get none of that. No final, no more finals, just end it. Suddenly, Flime undergoes a transformation unlike any it had experienced before. Nope, we're ending the battle. Engulfing everything in sight, including Dellen Timp. He staggers back in confusion and shock. What the hell? Nope, that doesn't happen. We're ending the battle. It's gone on for too long. Suddenly, Dellen Timp collapses. Guess we both lose. I don't know, should we call it a draw at this point? They both collapsed. They both think it's over. Is it just a draw? Let's see if we can get one of them to send an actual final hit. Guess I underestimated Emperor Poopy Pants. Just before the battle concludes, Dellen's loyal followers realize that their god needs help. They use their collective meme magic to heal Dellen's injuries and grant him one last burst of power. Dellen Timp staggers to his feet, renewed determination blazing in his eyes. Flime feels his energy fading away, realizing, shit, you already said that, AI, get rid of that bit. Realizing that he still has a chance to emerge victorious, Dellen Timp roses his meme bugs on overwhelming flip. Nope, none of that. Just hit him. One more time, one last attack. Dellen Timp unleashes a final meme magic blast towards Flime, determined to end the battle once and for all. Struggles to resist. I should have finished him when I had the chance. That. Please just say it's over, AI. It's over, Slimeball. You're mine. Deadland Timp lunges towards Flyme, striking him with his sword of truth and pure meme magic made physical. Flyme shatters under Deadland's blow, realizing... Fuck. It's over! The battle is over. I'm declaring it. That's it. It was ridiculously close. Down to the wire and then down to the atom-thin lines within the wire. That is the end of the game, but it was so close. It's done. Yeah, indeed. Final time. Yep. They got 6 final attacks down. That's it. Game over. Deadland Timp wins. Matthias, shall I assume that it'll be Spire Tomboy supremacy? Okay. Okay. It is done. The battle is over. And Amuleth is still ahead, so I'm going to give them their icon back. Jesus Christ, chat, that was exhilarating. You can't tell me this wasn't the right idea. Going back to this AI? Come on. Amuleth, 8-bit specifically, what icon do you want? I'm giving you the one you had previously for now, but if you want to pick a different one, let me know. Just ping me with it. Alright, that is the end of that battle, chat. We are now moving into standby. Chat, submit your fighters! Lots of submissions. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of testing here while you submit your fighters and vote on your fighters too. Vote on the ones that you like by doing a reaction on them. Let's see if we can do this. So if we have a look at, from more context, 285. If I do reset, it's still 285. If I do it... Oh, if I delete all that... Still keeps the same step count. How do we change that? There's got to be a way to reset the step count. I deleted all the text after all. I'll reset that. Current story step. Let's see what it does. Boost story stats will do trim story? What does that do? History. All story branches that cannot be reversed. That's one thing. Flatten the entire history. Maybe reset to prompt. Every input output up until now. Okay, that one's quite useful. So if we let's try and do trim. All story branches. Flatten entire history. Flatten. Yes, okay, back to 0 steps. Right, good. Okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, now, if we get ephemeral context, modify this 0 plus, let's do 10 generations. Help. I fear that by telling the AI after a certain amount of time, just do like start bringing it to its conclusion. I fear that by saying that, all I've done is made it talk as if it's about to end the story forever. Like, as long as that's like in there. But we'll see if it works. Okay, I will also grab... We need to generate a new arena as well. I'll do that in a sec. Okay, chat, continue voting. I'm going to generate a new arena. You can actually see me doing so this time. Oh, no, you can't. Never mind. Okay. Right, regenerate. Set atop a floating island, the dual arena boasts a breathtaking view of the endless sky. A circular platform 50 meters in diameter features a holographic battleground with shifting terrains, from a scorching desert to a dense jungle. A shimmering energy barrier surrounds it, and futuristic pillars provide cover. Spectator seats hover on gravitation fields, ensuring a front-row view of electrifying duels. That sounds pretty cool. Let's put this in the AI, see what it generates for us. I really have outdone myself with all this, chat. I really am good at this. And so modest too. All right, let's get that as well. Okay. All right, chat. I will now have a look at who got the most votes. Moch has submitted a character. I do intend to bring Moch in. Obviously, she's a new character, a new player, hasn't played this before, and I am slightly biased in favor of Moch. I would like to see Nathaniel fighting again. I'm sure he can come in another time. Jack has submitted Charles Evil PhD. It's got 4 votes. 2 for Crassus, 2 for Bitterman, and 4 for Chase's character. Well, I think it's a contest between Chase and Jack. Oh, Jack's got 1 extra vote. I think it's gonna be Jack versus Moch. Oh no. Feet. Moch, go for the feet. All right, well, let's start putting them in. It's gonna be Jack versus Moch. All right, this could go horribly wrong. In fact, it will go horribly wrong. But you know what I do? All right, Charles Evil. Remember, Jack, you can't use... Oh, it doesn't matter in this case. I was going to say, you can't use real words. Check the rules. You can't use real words for your character's name, but also, you're way over the character limit for the description, Jack. Check the rules in the AI Battle Arena channel. And you have until I finished entering Moch's details to modify yours to fit the rules. Actually, Moch's doesn't quite follow the rules either, but again, Evil and Sapphire Witch is not that bad. I can allow that. You should give an actual name for your character, because Sapphire Witch is very much a title. But it's we can go with that. If you can't come up with a name in time, we can go with that.
I sent you this fucking prompt like a week ago, and you tell me this now?
I put the rules up months ago. Chat, please help me. She's gonna hit me.
Is that where you get that scratch?
You're not the first to suspect it.
Hit him harder.
All right. Charles Evil mastermind, seeking the oppression and enslavement. I think this is still way too long, Jack, but doesn't matter. I think the AI will take it. Second fighter, Sapphire Witch. Okay, now let's get everything loaded into OBS. And then it's Moch. Are we going with Moch or Mochi? I think I'm just going to type it as it appears in your actual name. Yeah, just do that. Okay, this is, I think, ready to go. Jack didn't expect to actually win. You wouldn't want me to have any modesty or humanity field. Jack, if you want to back out of the battle, you can. There isn't a character limit on turns, Jack, no, but I would say keep it concise. Like, you don't have that long to write it anyway. I am tempted to go with the policy of if you take more than 3 or 4 minutes or something, I just press Control-Enter and it writes more, and you have to adjust to that, so you kind of have to write quickly. I might start doing that, but I haven't yet. Chat, why must Motch hit me so? Okay. So, ready? Ready for the next battle, chat? I'm going to move Boomer quickly over here so it doesn't get in the way of the presentation. So, next battle. Jack versus Motch, Charles Evil, PhD, versus the Sapphire Witch. That. Okay, we're ready to begin. The fighters stand across from each other. This is their last chance to say something before the fight begins. Charles Evil says, Sapphire Witch, I see you brought your gemstone with you. Well, that's a shame, because after we're done here, I'm going to shatter it into pieces. Mwahaha. The Sapphire Witch says, you may have power, Charles, but your soul is hollow and empty. I think we can all agree with that. Let's just go ahead and format this properly for them. For some reason, they forgot to put quote marks. And writing it as a story. Good enough? Okay, let's roll to see who goes first. It's gonna be Motch. It was random, I promise. Ooh, we have a nice arena image, chat. I like this. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? That's brilliant. So, Motch, when you're ready, go ahead and give me a prompt. That is a cool arena. I've got new ones generating as well. I like how the text at the top with your characters' names and it only just fits. 2 long names. Chase, please. These are family-friendly streams, you sand nigger. Ooh, another cool image. I think I'll wait a bit to set this, but it's... Oh, wait, that's not going to work. However, this will. Alright, to remind you, chat, for only 500 User coins, or the equivalent of £5, you can submit any prompt, any line of text that you want into this, length within reason, as long as it doesn't mention either of the fighters directly or even arguably indirectly. You can add any creature into this that you want. I thought Chase identified as a sick freak. Alright, we have a turn from Motch. The Sapphire Witch places a hand over the gemstone on her chest and summons her magic, throwing her other arm forward and conjuring a fierce gale which she throws in the direction of Charles Evil, hoping to knock him off his feet. Charles Evil blocks the gust of wind with his energy shield, unfazed by the attack. He holds out his right hand and unleashes a bolt of electricity which streaks towards the Sapphire Witch, only to fizzle out inches away from her body as it collides with her magical aura. The opening volley has gone. Jack, your turn as the Charles Evil. Oh, we have a turn already from Jack. Dr. Evil draws his multi-purpose laser pistol, activates the swarm setting, and fires at his enemy while shouting, "You will eat the insectoid carcasses." He aims to overwhelm her aura. I have no idea if it's going to understand will, Jack. In fact, as much as I understand you're going for the German accent, I'm going to have to change that, because otherwise it will start misspelling everything. Forcing her to expend more mana to defend against this swarm of lasers. However, the Sapphire Witch counters by raising a wall of ice between them, deflecting the swarm back at Dr. Evil and knocking the pistol out of his hands. She then dives behind one of the futuristic pillars, hiding from his laser fire. Watch your turn. The Jacks. Chase versus Invader. The fight of the century happening in live chat. We need to get you two in the arena. Got a new background chat. I kind of like this one too. I think I like the first one more, but this one's also good. Witch uses her magic to suddenly melt the ice wall she had created, sending a mighty wave flooding towards Dr. Evil. Hoping to engulf him and drain his shield's power, she charges another icy blast, ready to strike if he manages to avoid her tidal wave. Dr. Evil sees the tidal wave coming and deploys his energy net grapple gun, firing a net that hooks onto one of the futuristic pillars, allowing him to swing to safety just before the wave hits him. Landing nimbly on his feet, Dr. Evil aims the multi-purpose laser pistol again and switches to the burst setting, unleashing a flurry of short laser bursts aimed at Sapphire Witch's position. Should I think if there's something happening which would impact upon the person whose turn it isn't next, which we should wait to see what happens with, I think maybe I should just go for one more time, and then we'll give Jack a turn. Meanwhile, Sapphire Witch erects an ice wall once more, using it as cover to launch a counterattack. Summoning lightning bolts with her free hand, she sends them crashing down around Dr. Evil, hoping to disrupt his aim and force him to hide. Jack's turn. I think that works. If something's about to happen which would be targeted at the person whose turn it isn't next, we press Control-Enter, we let it go one more time to fill out what happens, so that the person who gets the turn, they're not taking a turn in the middle of something happening over there, which will inevitably be ignored at that point. So, You wish to destroy my wonderful vision for the future? He presses a button on his Omni-Functions wristband, activating pre-placed explosives in the arena wall to cause a rock slide to go tumbling towards the magician. Do we allow you to have pre-placed them? I'm not sure. You know what? Planning can be a power. Fine. Blocking her path of retreat and crushing her under tons of heavy That's a bit weird prioritization of listing there. But Sapphire Witch reacts quickly, creating a whirlwind that catches the rock slide, lifting it up into the air and sending it roaring back towards Dr. Evil. She runs underneath the suspended rocks and launches a final barrage of ice shards, aiming to tear through. Oh, I think we've disconnected, or have we? From the AI, that is. That we have, yeah. It does this every now and again, but refreshing doesn't seem to lose anything, so give me a second, chat. Maybe it's the server, not my end. Oh god, it's taking its time. Oh. Could it possibly be my end? No, I've got good ping. Oh, we're back. Aiming to tear through his defenses and finish him off. Dr. Evil braces himself and raises his personal energy shield, gritting his teeth as the ice shards bounce off harmlessly. His shield starts to crack under the pressure, and he knows that his strength is about to fade. Right. Watch, your turn. I didn't actually read your character description, Jack. I was too distracted setting everything else up. I probably should have read it out. You know what, maybe if I'm doing an initial prompt into story, I could just put the characters there. No, but that will mean that it only remembers that at the beginning. We need it to remember through the entire thing. Maybe I should put the arena in the memory then. I might do that next time. Chat, whose money are you on between Invader and Chase? Maybe they should have an NTR battle. They fight each other by copulating with each other's either harem wenches or bottles. I need to fix this music bug with OBS. Alright. Do we have another turn? Not yet. We will. Chat, I'm curious, I wanna get your gist on this. This has been novel AI, the one I was using before as well. But last stream and the last few streams we used ChatGPT. Which one do you prefer? Press 1 if you prefer novel AI, this one, and press 2 if you prefer ChatGPT, the one we were using last time. You weren't there for ChatGPT, okay. Alright. The witch throws her arm down, bringing the still suspended rocks crashing down towards Dr. Evil, pinning him beneath their weight. She steps over the rubble and walks slowly towards her trapped enemy, summoning a block of ice around his multi-purpose laser pistol, disarming him permanently. Dr. Evil struggles to free himself, knowing that his defeat is imminent. But suddenly, his Omni-Functions wristband glows red, revealing a secret backup plan. Activating the teleportation protocol, Dr. Evil disappears in a flash of light, escaping from the arena before Sapphire Witch can deliver the killing blow. Which is a forfeit, as far as I'm concerned. What do you think, chat? Press 1 to delete that line and change it for something else so he can't leave the arena, which he's not supposed to be allowed to do. Press 2 if that's a forfeit. So far, you guys want me to remove it and get something else? Let's remove it from this point. With an energy shield drained and his weapon frozen solid, he realizes that there is nothing left for him to do except surrender. I yield, he says softly, looking up at Sapphire Witch with admiration. Well fought, Witch. The Sapphire Witch helps Dr. Evil to his feet and smiles at him warmly. So, Jack, you do have your regen, because Motch went first. Feet? Oh no. So Jack, if you want to regen that one, you can. Surrenders again. Spend the regen. Okay, well that'll be your last one. So you're going to regen everything since Motch's prompt. Oh wait, no, it's only on your turn. The regen only works on your own turn, I'm afraid. Yeah, that is the rule that we've had since the beginning. I don't like the idea of it making you yield. So I'm going to regenerate that one more time, just from here. He screams in rage as Sapphire Witch towers over him, preparing to deal the finishing blow. Please, don't hurt me, Dr. Evil whimpers, feigning fear in the hope that his opponent might lower her guard. Suddenly, a beam of light shoots down from above, striking Charles Evil and restoring his shield's power. Really? Where from? Enabling him to burst free from the rubble and leap back to his feet. Grinning evilly, Dr. Evil retrieves his multi-purpose laser pistol and aims it directly at Sapphire Witch's gemstone. Without any hesitation, Dr. Evil pulls the trigger, unleashing a continuous laser blast that tears through the icy block encasing it, and strikes Sapphire Witch square in the chest, shattering her gemstone into countless tiny fragments. Her magical aura vanishes instantly, and blood pours from her wound. That's quite the regen that you were about to lose. The spectators cheer wildly as Dr. Evil is crowned victorious. Really, that's quite the turnaround. But he barely notices their cries, staring coldly at his fallen foe lying helpless at his feet. That was a bit bullshit. Beam of light appearing from nowhere. What do you think, chap? Do we count that? Or do we give it one more regen?
I had an idea to explain it.
Fuck it, why not?
And it just kept going.
Fuck it, we bowl.
We could go from here. What do you think? What's this do? I don't know. Oh, we can have it speak these things, by the way. You wanna keep going with the fight, Jack? It is kind of cool, but the beam of light came from nowhere and was never explained. Let's try again from here. Seeing weakness in her adversary, Sapphire Witch hesitates for a moment, giving Dr. Evil the opening he needs. With all his remaining strength, he kicks upward, hitting his foe hard in the stomach, fucking feet, and sending her flying backward, breaking the block of ice around his multi-purpose laser pistol and regaining his weapon. We'll go from there. It's the end of a sentence, and it didn't come up with some bullshit way to end the battle immediately. It's Jack's turn. For once, I actually didn't think we were quite at the end yet. Let's see how many regenerations we've had. Yeah, we've had... It's actually, for ages, it's supposed to have been nearing its conclusion, but it hasn't. Silly. Alright. We were waiting Jack's turn. It has been inserting it. You look here, this pink bit. The battle is nearing its conclusion. One of the fighters is about to lose. I guess that's probably why it ended. All of a sudden. Nah, it's not going to be confused by things that were deleted, I don't think. Good night, Chase. Remember, chat, if you want Jack to lose this battle, you could summon a giant foot or something, or you could try and do something to influence the outcome with only 500 user coins per influence, or £5 via any means, or subscribe star or subscribe elements. Should we get the characters ready? You should have them ready, Invader. We will be doing another one after this, yes. Kieran, how is Motch an honorary man? Honorary bro, maybe, but not honorary
the most
man.
backhanded way I've ever seen of someone calling you gay.
It's spousal abuse.
You're damn right it is. I may consider at some point, chat, having, like, inviting onto the show the two people that are playing. It depends if they both have a mic, obviously. Alright, long message from Jack here. Dr. Evil uses this opportunity to put some distance between you mean him? Him and his opponent. He presses a button on his wristband, activating his hover mode and seeking cover. He presses another button, sending out a signal to the penetrated cabinet of Prime Minister Castro to call down an airstrike against the witch. Are you typing on a phone, Jack? He then activates the adrenochrome power setting on his laser pistol, hoping the power of sacrificed children's souls can overwhelm the witch's aura. And aims carefully. Meanwhile, Sapphire Witch picks herself up from where Dr. Evil kicked her, clutching her abdomen in pain and struggling to catch her breath. Realizing how much danger she's in now that Dr. Evil has regained his weapon, she takes flight, using her whirlwind spell, evading incoming air support missiles fired by Prime Minister Castro. Cabinet. She focuses her magic inwardly, healing herself enough to regain some stamina before landing safely amidst the ruined arena terrain. Dr. Evil hovers above the battlefield, taking advantage of his high ground to pick off his opponent with laser fire whenever she reveals herself. Your turn, Motch. Well, I imagine he would, Jack, yes. Well, the problem, Kieran, is that it has black text. Isn't equals Motch now, yeah. The flashbang. White on white background. It's the only way to do it. Just gone off the edge of the camera a bit here. Now he moves. Guess I should have angled the tablet down a little bit. I can go change it, actually, while we wait for a turn. I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna fix the camera. Of course, now immediately as I've done that, he moves so I didn't need to. I can tell Moch has a genius strategy she's working through. The witch manipulates the sky around the arena, bringing down a layer of clouds to cover the battlefield, hoping to obscure her from Dr. Evil. While hiding, she crystallizes the water of the clouds surrounding her, generating an arsenal of ice shards, ready to be hurled at Dr. Evil. There were a couple of small crystal... Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. It may be 2 L's, let's have a look. Yes, it is. Should he dare emerge. Dr. Evil spots Sapphire Witch hidden within the cloud and aims his multi-purpose laser pistol, switching to heat ray mode and sweeping it back and forth, hoping to either hit her or drive her out of hiding. Suddenly he hears a whistling sound overhead and looks up, seeing 3 cruise missiles descending towards the arena. Before he can react, the missiles explode, enveloping the entire arena in a fiery ball of destruction. Moments later, Sapphire Witch emerges from the smoke, relatively unscathed thanks to her whirlwind spell. But Dr. Evil lies on the ground nearby, badly injured and barely conscious. Not sure how that happened, but it did. I'm guessing it sounds like she used whirlwind to redirect the missiles towards him. So it's now Jack's turn. Jack, are you trying to lose? Meme Field has an input. Without warning, some malevolent power has summoned Cocaine Mitch into the arena to attempt to do murder upon the contestants with the power of the unholy Pentagon. Watch and die for kid. Do you mean cocaine, the drug? It has an I in it.
Pentagon, it's a polygon. Get it right.
It does. It has a lot more than 5 sides. I think it's at least 7 now. Cocaine Mitch. Who is that? That's a prompt or breaking news. Yeah, very good. Do you want it to be Polygon, Meme Field? Like, are you talking about Love Polygon, or is this something else? Mitch McConnell, okay. Well, Cocaine Mitch it's not gonna know who that is specifically. Well, I'll just put in what you said exactly. Mitch wields a shotgun with a glowing pentagram engraved on the barrel and is dressed in leather bondage gear, festooned with occult symbols. That sounds about right, actually. Quickly realizing what Cocaine Mitch intends to do, Sapphire Witch acts fast. She creates a wall of ice between Dr. Evil and the new threat, protecting both fighters from Mitch's wrath. She then unleashes a hail of ice shards, distracting Mitch long enough for her to charge an ice spear and thrust it straight through his heart. With Cocaine Mitch lying dead on the floor, Sapphire Witch turns her attention back to Dr. Evil, who's still severely injured and fading fast. Now that's pretty fucking potent. You just deleted his input straight away, and now you're going back to win the fight, it sounds like. Alright, Jack has given us a turn. Dr. Evil lies broken and bloodied, cursing his hubris being what brought about his impending defeat. In one last act of defiance, the fallen mastermind presses the emergency final plan button on his wristband. You don't have to commit suicide, Jack. But if that's what you want to do, I shall allow it. The AI might interpret what you're trying to do here, Jack, as not suicidal. Just so you know, it might interpret it as a genuinely powerful attack. We'll see. Activating his ultimate secret weapon, a missile silo hidden deep inside the arena. How the hell do you get a missile silo in there? As Sapphire Witch approaches her dying adversary, a massive explosion erupts from somewhere inside the arena, engulfing everything in a giant mushroom cloud. When the dust clears, Dr. Evil is gone, his escape pod spiraling far, far away from the arena. Having narrowly avoided certain doom, Sapphire Witch surveys the wreckage left behind and lets out a sigh of relief. Although she emerged victorious today, there is still much work ahead of her. Stopping Charles Evil and dismantling Prime Minister Castro's regime remains a priority for the Elemental Mage. I think that's a fair ending. Dr. Evil escaped, and the Sapphire Witch survived the explosion. If everyone's satisfied with that, because I mean, leaving the arena is supposed to be disallowed, but if it's worded quite clearly as if he's like forfeiting. So if you guys think we should change it so he can't forfeit, we can. But otherwise, that is the end. Defeated but not dead, indeed. Team Rocket is indeed blasting off again. Alright. Well, I see no strong objections. That is the end of the battle. And, Moch, which two causes, aside from Cauldron, your house, do you want to give your coins to? Assuming you want to give them to, Moch and Kitten, but you let me know.
Can you do me a /TP quick?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I usually do that. One final background image, too. They've been really good, these ones. There you go. Some of the prompts that I get out of the arena generator in ChatGPT aren't very good, but some of them end up being really good for backgrounds. There's a better view of it. Maybe I could make this black overlay a bit less opaque, actually. Put it down to like 30, maybe? Oh wait, that's not doing anything. Oh, it's this. Okay.
Can I get one Ratchanogle and one for Jack? They're both. Yeah, both for Kitten. Go on then. My shaky alliance with the women of Cabal is somehow still standing.
I like how you. It sounds like you're ordering something from a fast food restaurant.
Can I get
Make a decision. Okay, so Cauldron, Jack, and Ratchanogle. Betraying your fallen adversary by promoting him for Kitten. Moch, despite her efforts, is only £65 behind 8-bit for Kitten. If someone gave that much, Moch would become Kitten right now. 8-bit, I don't think it works when you do it, but I can do it. The CHTP can be done by other people, but only I can do TP. Yeah, Moch, it's kind of mean. Then again, to be fair, Jack does want Kitten, so I think that's kind of obvious.
No, I don't.
Well, now that he's lost it.
Sure.
Now that he's lost it, he doesn't have to pretend that he doesn't mind losing it anymore. Or other way around. That's just a Sundere.
Down.
Alright, if we do 30. And enter. Okay. So that should work. And then we'll do... This was... Doing a bit of housekeeping here, chat. The battle is over, so... Back to here. Submit your next fighter. And also vote on the fighters that you want. Remember, a victorious fighter can fight in the very next battle, but a defeated one has to sit out one battle. However, the same player can fight again twice in a row, though I'm not as likely to pick them. Pussy beard. Oh no. Okay, so that's done. I think I may reorganize things a little bit for this next battle. Nothing unfair, of course, chat. All right, so what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to first of all view stats and flatten it. Okay, that didn't work. Trim story branches. Let's see if that happens. Let's see if that works. Okay, that didn't work either. I don't know what I've actually done there. Delete all of this, and then still got those in there. There are a couple of secret features, chat, but I'm not sure if they're going to be revealed. It's something I was testing. Okay, I'm going to generate the next arena, chat, with ChatGPT. The duel arena is a sprawling, ancient coliseum nestled within a dense, enchanted forest. I'm going to regenerate that because it keeps doing forests. In my earlier testing, it was doing almost nothing but forests. The arena stands atop a colossal floating platform amidst a swirling tempest. Lightning crackles overhead, casting an eerie glow on the obsidian floor. Encircling the combatants, a moat of molten lava seethes, while jagged floating rocks provide precarious footing. The air is thick with tension as spectators watch from hovering platforms, shielded by shimmering energy barriers. That's pretty cool. Send that in. See what we get out. The last one had a really good set of images. All right, we have our arena. Let's copy that in as well. Copy in this last item. Because we could do that. Just one. This though. And then we do that. Actually, do that. There we go. All right. I will pick the fighters in just a moment. Right. Let's see who got the votes. Nakavine submitted an anime girl. You got 3 votes. One for Vermagelon Lucia. Is that something that would make more sense to say in your mother tongue by any chance? Ordianus with 2 votes. Methaniel. Should we have the grand return of Methaniel, chat? Methaniel and Bussybeard. And then there's more Ryu again, the tomboy. So we've had more Ryu before. Methaniel we've had before as well, but less often. And then Kadu is new. So I'm thinking we'll do Methaniel versus Kadu. Is it the same person? No, it's not the same person. Is it the same house? Nakavine is Orbos and NTS is also Orbos. Okay, that changes things a bit. Chat, have we ever actually done more Ryu versus Methaniel? If not, that would be... We could do that now. I don't want... Matthias has already gone today, but he could go again. Been a lot of submissions. I might ignore the votes a little bit and choose someone that we haven't had before. Who hasn't played? I think Classic has played. Actually, everyone that submitted one has already played, I think, at least once. Ow, ow. We can do more Ryu versus Nathaniel. They're both well-liked characters. Yeah. Alright, let's do more Ryu versus Nathaniel then. Right, let me set this up. Hello, Aiden. Have you seen one of these streams before? It's a new kind of thing. If you hang about for a minute, I'm just doing setup right now. If you hang about for a minute, you'll see the you'll see how it actually works. And so that's for you, played by Bias versus Nathaniel. Put Nathaniel in here. I can't see your messages right now, Aiden. I'm just copying and pasting back and forth to the chat, but I'll read in a sec, in case you have someone. Okay, there we go. That's all done. That's all input. I think I just need to input his image. Yep. Okay. Chat, are you ready for the next battle? Are you ready for the next battle, chat? Let me get an image for the background. Ooh, that is a cool image. Our next arena is ready. Here it is. No major, no rule changes, no NTS. I was just tweaking the AI itself. All right, let's get the doggo cam. Look, Aiden, doggo cam. Let's put it there for them. All right, ready for the next battle. Matthias versus NTS. More Ryu versus Nathaniel. Let's start the battle. The arena stands atop a colossal floating platform amidst a swirling tempest. Lightning crackles overhead. Boomer, quiet fella, you're fine. Lightning crackles overhead, casting an eerie glow on the obsidian. He's stuck. He is probably actually stuck, chat. I need to, I need to go and deal with him. You can hear him barking. I'll be right back. Hopefully he's okay. I don't know what's wrong with him. Well, specifically right now. Anyway. The arena stands atop a colossal floating platform amidst a swirling tempest. Lightning crackles overhead, casting an eerie glow on the obsidian floor. Encircling the combatants, a moat of molten lava seethes, while jagged floating rocks provide precarious footing. The air is thick with tension as spectators watch from hovering platforms, shielded by shimmering energy barriers. The fighters stand across from each other. This is their last chance to say something before the fight begins. Morviu speaks up. Today, I feast on your flesh. Come at me, mage. Nathaniel's eyes twinkle. I know you're just trying to provoke me. It won't work. He readies his wand. Let's see who goes first. Morviu, played by Matthias, is going first. This is the bit where we wait for someone to write their turn, but they write it. You see, anyone who's new, including Aiden, they write their turn, we put it in here, and then the AI figures out what happens next. And then someone wins at the end and they get a prize. It's like a story generator, Aiden. And in fact, I have ideas to use this same sort of system to generate stories in a different way, which I may do later in the show. Kieran, that is disgusting. Oh, we have a turn from Matthias immediately. You're getting good at these, Matthias. Ryu swiftly readies her rifle and aims at Nathaniel's hand, holding his wand before taking a shot. But Nathaniel moves his wand out of the way just in time. Meanwhile, Nathaniel fires a volley of lightning bolts at Ryu, who dodges them all nimbly. She closes the gap between them with only a few quick steps, swinging her sword at him. Nathaniel, it's your turn. A sword is being swung at you. How will you react? We have a new image for the background. These are pretty good. Aiden, if you want to know more about this system, click that link, that little channel link I put in the chat there. That goes to the channel with the details. And there are free-to-use pre-generated fighters if you want to actually play. I do need to sort out this music. OBS is a bug where it causes it to get out of sync, and then it starts like skipping, which you've probably heard it skipping already. I could solve it by not using the VLC source in OBS, but then I can't do music playlists, so I'd have to do it in an external program, but then I can't make it per scene. It's really annoying. But in this case, it does need to be per stream, not per scene, so it might be okay. Awkward to set that up every time, though. I could save it to a playlist, but then I can't modify it easily. I'll figure it out later. So chat, when we get near the end of the stream, which will be in 2 hours, that's when it ends. When we get near the end, or possibly when we go over our maximum time, I may start on the other idea I had. You may need to give me a few minutes to start setting it up, but it's the kind of thing where if some of you want to stay behind a bit longer and see more of similar content to this, we can sort of trial the idea. As long as we've got a few of you here to work through it with me, we can do that. It's somewhat similar to the AI battles, but the idea is actually less developed so far, but I think it does have a lot of potential. So we are awaiting the turn of NTS, who is currently typing. This is the only thing, Aiden and others that haven't heard me say this yet, that I think I want to fix about this is quite naturally people do take a while to write their turns. And I want to figure out something that I can do in the meantime, but I don't know what that would be yet. With thoughts of copper and meth, Nathaniel dives to the side in an attempt to dodge the sword. But he trips and tumbles into the molten lava moat. Oh no. As Nathaniel surfaces, Ryu rushes over and tries to skewer him. However, he blasts her with a fiery spell that knocks her back and singes her hair. He's still in the fucking lava. I mean, as far as I know, you don't sink in lava. You would just fall on it and then catch on fire and get severe burns all over your body, but never mind. We could have a timer, yeah. My idea was to have a soft timer where when the AI stops generating, we start a little counter. If it gets to like 3 minutes, then I just make it generate another paragraph. So people are motivated not to let me do that, to enter their prompts quickly. It just fucking fell in the lava. I want to see what happens. Do you actually manage to get out of the lava? Let's see what happens. She retreats temporarily, firing her rifle at Nathaniel again. This time, however, he conjures a protective barrier that deflects the bullets. With renewed vigor, Nathaniel sends a wave of fire towards Ryu, engulfing her completely. Damn. Alright. I guess he did get out the lava at some point. It's Ryu's turn. You've been engulfed in the flames of Nathaniel's magic. Probably smells of meth in there. Depending on the magma flow, you could even skitter around like butter on a hot pan. Molten whatever deaths. Yeah, I'm sure they are, yeah. Meth lab candle. You're still in the lava, it's just drugs. Matthias had a prompt you just to change. Ah. Well, it never said he's not in the lava anymore, to be honest, Matthias. Yeah, Aiden, if you want to give this a go, we could make that happen. You'd have to win the vote to get in. We vote on everyone's favorite battle, like fighters, at the beginning of each round. So when the next round is ready to start, if you submit a fighter, just put it in one message. So Aiden, if you want to have a look, scroll up in the chat until you start seeing AI generated images. How far would you have to go? Like back from this message here that I'm about to link you, from that message upwards, there's a bunch of AI battlers, and we picked 2 from there, from that selection after everyone voted. We'll fortify. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Like, if you guys want to see Aiden fight, then you'll vote for her. So that kind of makes sense. Literally crowd pleasing. That's how it works. Well, Aiden, you can make your own fighter. Aiden, as I said, the rules to enter the battle are in that channel I've just linked. Alright, turn from Matthias. Quickly dropping to the ground and rolling to put out the flames, Moryu then jumps to her feet and sends several anti-material shots directly at Nathaniel's chest, sending him flying backwards and knocking him out cold. Seeing Nathaniel unconscious, Moryu raises her rifle in triumph and shouts, "Yes, I am victorious." However, Nathaniel slowly gets to his feet, clutching his chest where the bullets pierced his body. And yes, you're still in this. How will you react? You can probably hear my dog drinking, by the way. That's why he's not on the camera anymore. He has all the business to attend to. He's wandered out the room. I may have to go and see if he's alright in a minute. They're anti-material, there shouldn't be a chest to clutch. Yes, but he is magic. He has the power of drugs and anime on his side. Well, more of just the drugs, actually. Alright, we've got new background art generating. Remind me if I forget to put the boomer cam back on, chat. Do not mix tech and Aiden. Funny, though. Let's find out. Yeah, Aiden, there's plenty of free-to-use characters in the threads in that channel. And Classics just offered to let you use one of the existing characters, the one you mentioned earlier. Alright, we have a new background image. This is pretty cool. Not sure if it quite matches the description, but it's pretty cool. That's true, Nakavine. I think every character has survived blows that maybe should have been fatal. And we right back check, just gonna check on Doggo. While I'm gone, we await Nathaniel's turn. So is Doggo. So, have we got a turn? We are awaiting NTS's turn. Yes, we do have NTS's turn. Feeling the valuable copper that just entered his body, Nathaniel smokes meth to regain energy to mount a defense, causing his wound to close slightly. Morriu charges once again, aiming her rifle at Nathaniel's head, but just as she pulls the trigger, Nathaniel disintegrates the gun with a flick of his wand. Oh god, he used his meth powers. Unarmed and injured, Morriu draws her sword and dagger, rushing towards her enemy. She will have another generation, chat. Press 1 to do one more generation, and press 2 to leave it here for Morriu's turn. Who's going to be the deciding vote? 2. Looks like leave it here is winning. Aiden, are you playing Diane Lichstein? Or is that Nancy Pelosi? You generated these yourself, I take it, Aiden, as per the rules, or you got someone to generate it for this purpose. Yes, good. Dead Anne Finstein. Chat, what is the best, like, undeadification you can do of Diane Feinstein's name? Undead Feinstein? No, that doesn't really work. Dead Anne Lichstein, no. Diane Not Feinstein. Got him. Diane Finestone, like Tombstone. Obviously, the actual photographs. Right. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see that. Okay, we are awaiting Morriu's turn. Diane Frankenstein? Choose the wall for some reason, chat. I gotta stop him from doing it. If he starts doing it again, I'm gonna have to move something in the way. Diane Lichstein or Ghost Pelosi. Fair enough. That's pretty good, Aiden. What are you using to make them, Aiden? Must be the lead paint. I don't know, me bun. I don't know what it is. But he needs to not do it. RD3. I haven't ever used that. Okay, Matthias has a turn. Swiftly drawing near Nathaniel, Morriu swings her sword at the major artery in Nathaniel's leg and aims her dagger directly at Nathaniel's jugular, hoping to end the fight in one fatal blow. But Nathaniel summons a whirlwind that blows Morriu off her feet, giving him enough time to cast a healing spell on himself. Infuriated, Morriu lunges forward with both blades in hand, slicing Nathaniel's arm open and dealing a critical wound to his wrist, severing his magic conduit. Suddenly, Nathaniel realizes that he has lost control of his right arm and knows that he cannot win without it healed. In desperation, Nathaniel attempts to blast Morriu away with another fiery spell, but she simply rolls behind him and plunges her dagger into his spine. Well, shit. I think we have to press Control-Enter again just to see what the result of that is. Nathaniel collapses to the ground, barely alive. With her foe beaten, Morriu takes a moment to catch her breath and bask in the cheers of the crowd. Suddenly, Nathaniel reaches for his wand with his functioning hand, whispering a final incantation that explodes with light. I think we have to press Control-Enter again. Because unless you feel like making up what the final incantation is. More brutal than you want it, yeah. NTS, do you want to come up with a spell, or do you want to let the AI come up with a spell? Stream died for you? It might just be your end, no one else is saying it. NTS, can you hear me? Can you currently hear me? I know you can. I'm just asking about NTS. Watching on YouTube. Looks like Discord issues most likely. Yeah, I reckon it's a regional thing. Either way, NTS, if you can hear me, either give me your turn or tell me you want it to generate one more paragraph and then you can have your turn. You got it back? Can you hear? Okay. NTS, in case you didn't hear. You can now choose between generating another paragraph, let the AI generate another paragraph, or you can generate one yourself, write one yourself. If you want to generate the paragraph, then you get to write one afterwards. So one more generation from the AI. Who's the Cabal-sponsored scapegoat for the Discord servers? Wanna, ain't no one reading that. Also, bear in mind, Wanna, that because of the text, no one can see the image behind the text. You love that image, don't you, Aiden? Remember, NTS, all I'm asking for from you is a decision. Do you want me to generate another paragraph before you take your turn? Or do you want to just take your turn? That's all I'm asking for. One more, alright. A burst of power erupts from Nathaniel, sending Morviu soaring through the air and slamming hard against the far edge of the platform. Slowly rising to her feet, Morviu limps towards Nathaniel, realizing that he has used his dying moments to deal her one final blow. Well, I think it's your turn, Nathaniel, but it does say dying moments, so I'm not sure. I think I might have to just do another one. Just see if the AI can give you like, at this point, you might be dead. I think it's just a matter of, does the AI think you can get up? With her wounds sapping her strength and her weapons scattered across the arena, Morviu knows that this might be her ultimate defeat. Desperately scanning the platform, Morviu spots her rifle lying nearby and grabs it with what little strength she has left. If it continues telling her story, I think I might just undo. Raising it shakily, she fires one final bullet at Nathaniel's head, ending his life and declaring herself the victor. With adrenaline still coursing through her veins, Morviu staggers to the center of the arena and kneels down in front of her fallen adversary. Slowly reaching forward, Morviu places her hands on Nathaniel's lifeless corpse, feeling the warmth slowly drain from his body. Overcome with emotion, Morviu lets out a roar of triumph that echoes throughout the arena, drowning out the thunder above and celebrating her victory. That's the end of the battle, chat. Better writing than Rings of Power. Yeah, indeed. Well, chat, that is the end of the battle. Matthias has won. So, Matthias, same again? The regular? You want to throw his corpse back into the lava? Bastard. Morviu lifts up his corpse before throwing it into the lava. You know, by doing another prompt like this, you risk him getting up. Cheering as his remains sink below the surface, the crowd erupts with applause, chanting Morviu's name over and over again. With the adrenaline finally fading, Morviu feels her wounds begin to take their toll. knows that she needs medical attention soon, but also revels in the fact that she has found a worthy opponent. That is the end. Yeah, had found a worthy opponent. That's fair, Matthias. All right, chat. That's the end of that battle. Let's see what the final image... Oh, I didn't generate a new one. That's fine. Okay. That's the end of the battle. Oh, excuse me. So, chat. We have time for... Well, we got an hour and a half left, at least. Submit your next fighter. Everyone submit their fighter and then vote on the ones that you like. Bearing in mind that if you choose Kabuma as a combatant, you will have to get the AI to write about my dog in a battle to the death, which is not particularly not quite what we're going for, but if you want to, we can. All right, I'm going to go tend to Boomer quickly. You guys submit and vote. 8-bit. It's all written in the rules channel. I think for the character description it was 140, but I may have increased it to 280 at some point. So it's at the top of that channel. Oh, I should directly link to the actual message, shouldn't I? Otherwise, people are just going to see it from the bottom. Yeah. Here's the rules. 140 characters for the description is what I've wrote. Other people have gone over that, to be honest, so I might just allow 280, but I'll come back to that in a minute, chat. Oh, sorry for the absence, chat. I have to make sure Doggo is okay. I will have to be right back again in a moment, but I will have a quick look over your submissions. Ada, remember that you need to give a name and description to your character as per the rules. Right, I'm back. Aiden has given a name and description. Nonsi Palici. That's pretty good. A terrifying lich who haunts the District of Columbia, hunting children and sucking out their souls. Not really a fantasy, though, is it, Aiden? Alright, chat, vote on the fighter that you wish to see. I expect Aiden's will get in. Alright, Deland Timp has 2 votes. Android Sarkeesian has 2 votes. Kadu has 1. Shorga, none yet. And then Kabuma, you guys gave some votes to. But I'm reluctant to include him. But it looks like it's going to be, not going to be him anyway. It looks like it's going to be either Trump or Anita Sarkeesian versus the Lich. 8 votes for Aiden's character, yeah. Aiden, I think you're a shoo-in. Alright, so Aiden is going to be a player. Who's going to fight her? Is it going to be Trump or Sarkeesian? I think it's going to be Sarkeesian. Looks like it's Sarkeesian. Yep, alright, that's decided. It's Android Sarkeesian versus Nonsi Palici. Now, give me a moment to set everything up. Won't take long. This is classic. I think you guys are in the same house, actually, but it doesn't really matter. Classic versus Aiden Paladin. And the fighters. Android Sarkeesian versus Nonsi Palici. Right. Let's get the images in. Done. And now just got to get things loaded into the AI itself. Let's generate a new arena, chat. Alright, that'll do. In the heart of a distant galaxy, Nebula Nexus is a circular platform suspended in space, encircled by a swirling nebula. The arena's floor emits an eerie, pulsating glow, providing a surreal backdrop and, I assume, breathable atmosphere and gravity. Floating stone pillars offer strategic cover, while meteor showers periodically light up the cosmic battleground. Bruh, that sounds pretty fun. Let's see what the AI generates for that. That'll be our arena background. Let's plug in the arena AI, and then we are ready to begin. All right, next battle. Let's move Boom out of the way quick. Classic versus Aiden. Android Sarkeesian versus Nonsi Palici. The battle of the grifter leftists. Let's begin. Wait, why is it? Oh, sorry, hold on. Hold on a second, chat. I may have slightly fucked up there. I didn't enter the descriptions into the actual AI. Just everything else. It still thought it was different fighters fighting. My mistake. Won't take long. There's a lot to copy and paste here. Nice to find a general solution to this copy-pasting, but it's not easy. Okay. that is now done. Apologies for that confusion. We're now ready to go. Okay. Android Sarkeesian adjusts her cybernetic limbs, checking over her weapons one last time. Nonsi Polici swirls his? Okay. That's wrong. Remember, chat, I should make this clearer, but make sure you put the gender in the description. Actually, Aiden did. I removed it because I thought it didn't really fit, but that's okay. So, not Aiden's fault. Let me regenerate this. Android Sarkeesian speaks. It's over, Nonsi Polici. You won't win here. Nonsi Polici responds. You're wrong. This arena was made just for me. The announcer signals the start of the fight, and both fighters rush into action. Aiden, no, Sarkeesian Classic is going first. Aiden, what you get is on your turn, after you've put your prompt in and we've seen what the AI generates, you're allowed to request that we redo what the AI generates. So like a reroll on your own turn. But you get one of those per game because you're going second. Just remind me if you want that. Classic, your turn to go first. How do you act? Sport, gender and sex, as far as I'm concerned, mean the same thing. I don't think Anita has ever rushed anywhere, says Classic. Well, she's about to. Besides, this isn't Anita Sarkeesian, it's Android Sarkeesian. Have you actually described her as being female yet? In the description? No, but I'm gonna add it in if you don't mind. I'm just gonna put she is at the beginning of your description. Hopefully that's okay, so the AI knows what gender she is. Sport, the problem with using the word sex is that it means something else. Now, it means that something else because of its original meaning, but regardless, it's come to mean something else. Get it? So gender fills in well as long as you use it to mean the same thing, which I do. Anyway, let us show the actual arena that we're in, which is this. Alright, we are awaiting Classic's turn. There it is. Android Sarkeesian, angry that Polici works for the government and therefore the patriarchy, fires a strongly worded email to the nearest advocacy group, requesting justice against sexist systems and institutions. She charges at Polici, delivering several devastating blows to her skeletal form. However, Nonsi Polici is quick on her feet, summoning ghosts from the beyond to distract Sarkeesian. Aiden, what will you do next? Funnily enough, Kieran, that is an option. Like, Aiden, whatever you write goes directly into the prompt, so make sure that you have written exactly what you want entered in. Warner, what are you doing? Why have you got Nuketown from Call of Duty Black Ops with the caption, if I dig inside the map? What does that mean? Alright, Aiden, as per the rules that you definitely read, your prompt cannot describe the success of something which the other person could contend. So if you say, I instantly delete my opponent, you're not allowed to do that because you have to assume that you might fail to because it's against the other person. So you could do attempt to, try to, or aim to, something like that. So are you okay with attempt to? Okay. Nonsi uses her lich powers to attempt to absorb Anna's adrenochrome. Anna dodges at the last second. Sarkeesian summons her plasma rifle and fires rapid bursts of energy at Polici, knocking her back. Polici casts a spell. God damn it. He really does not have a good sense of timing. Polici casts a spell, creating a portal to hell itself. She can do that. It's her kind of thing. A demon emerges and joins the fight, clawing and biting at Sarkeesian. In case you're wondering, chat, this is why I didn't stream yesterday. Because he does this. Those of you that haven't seen the message in Arcadium, scroll up and have a look. That's why he's yelping. He's okay some evenings, not others. I'll be right back. I am back. I hope you all understand that I will need to go back and forth looking after him and streaming. Right. Classic has a turn. Looks like I was gone for just the right amount of time. Droid Sarkeesian, somewhat of a demon herself, slashes at the demon with a blade made of pure girl boss energy. I have no idea what the AI will do with that word. Sending it screeching back to whence it came. I literally manually changed that to whence. As the fight rages on, Nonsi Polici becomes more and more fatigued, slowing down her movements. Sarkeesian takes advantage of this, using her mechanical super speed to close the distance between them. Nonsi Polici, your turn. You're being charged by an angry robotic Armenian. What will you do? Aiden, whatever you type in the channel, I'm gonna put in. Is that what you want to do? Bearing in mind, I don't know if this AI will accept that. ChatGPT wouldn't have. Novel AI is a bit better at not censoring you, but... Nonsi Polici will deny the Armenian Holocaust. Let's see what it does. Despite all evidence to the contrary, she supports big oil and hates women, cats, and minorities. She belongs in jail. Fucking quoting Donald Trump, very based. Android Sarkeesian summons her jetpack, rocketing above Polici and draining down missiles upon her. However, Nonsi Polici manages to cast a shield spell at the last second, deflecting most of the explosions. Sarkeesian lands, panting heavily. Her battery levels are dangerously low, and she knows she needs to end the fight soon. Polici seems to have run out of tricks, so Anna rushes at her once more. Alright. It's your turn. Sarkeesian slash classic. Yeah, Aiden referred to her as Anna, and now the AI is as well. But there's no reason to know that, to think that this is also called Anna. Wait, Anna? Why did you... It's not Anna, it's Anita. Why, why did you use Anna? Am I missing something here, Aiden? Are you thinking of fucking... The Young Turks woman? Anna, whatever her name is. That's different. No, that's not... Aiden's got Anna Kasparian confused with Anita Sarkeesian. Chat, I don't mean to encourage you to point and laugh at Aiden, but everyone point and laugh at Aiden. What is the difference, says Aiden. True. Either way, it is Sarkeesian's turn. You know what I can do? I can just replace all the instances of Anna that we used, which is only 2. Wait, no, there must be more than that. There. Was your fault. It was your fault entirely, Aiden. There. I've replaced all the former instances of Anna with Anita. It's fixed. Alright, we are awaiting Classic's turn. Do let me know if you've already sent it. Okay, Classic had to go. So, who wants to take up Classic's character? Chat, press 1 if you want to take up Classic's character, and I guess we'll pick from the people that want to. Because Classic had to go, he's giving his character over to someone else. Who wants to continue playing as Classic's character? Maybe someone who wants some practice with this? I mean, we could alternatively say that Nonsi Pollicci just wins by default, but that's not quite as interesting, is it? Especially not for Aiden's first ever game. Yeah, but Matthias, no one currently wants it. Don't let Nonsi win. I mean that Nonsi wins, but no. I don't think that's a good idea. We could save this battle for later and do another one. We could even just do another one with Nonsi. Jack, you want to fight Aiden? Well then, Jack, we will need a turn for Anita Sarkeesian from you. Before weird foot move. Go, feet man, go. Jack, do you think you're being typecast by any chance? Let's change this. We could have like, I suppose we could have battles where it's like anyone in one house can send a prompt for one of the characters. Anyone in another house can send a prompt from one of the other characters. That might be interesting. Having more people means more ideas and faster prompts, but less control of what the prompts say. That might be interesting. Alright, Jack has another overly complicated move. Roy Sarkeesian places an emergency call to the real power behind her, the John McIntosh 9000 processor, to reinvigorate her batteries with clever, witty writing. With a cry of patriarchy, she goes for a devastating metal-bodied tackle, knocking Pellicci off her feet and onto the glowing arena floor. But Nancy Pellicci isn't done yet. She casts a final death curse, draining Sarkeesian's remaining battery life away and leaving Anita barely able to stand. Ah, Matthias, did you need me to send that twice? I think I'll send this one more time. Let this generate again. With a triumphant cackle, Nancy prepares for the finishing blow. Just then, a meteor shower rains down from the sky, striking both fighters simultaneously. They did introduce the possibility of meteor showers. As the smoke clears, Sarkeesian staggers to her feet, holding Pellicci down with one foot as she raises her plasma rifle overhead. Pellicci's turn. How will you react to this? Matthias as an input. Aiden, here's a new concept for you. Matthias has submitted a premium prompt for the equivalent of £5, which is as follows. Feet start falling from the sky on the arena and contestants, ranging from average to giant. I'll put average size to giant. Feet begin falling from the sky around the arena and contestants, varying in size from average to gigantic. Both fighters dodge and evade the falling feet, which are coming faster and faster. I'm sure Jack is. Both fighters dodge and avoid... I don't know why it's repeating itself. That's odd. Let's see what those. Well, let's see what the feet do. It's a bold strategy. It is indeed. It's Aiden's turn. Jack, that's disgusting. Everyone in the house enters a prompt and an AI amalgamates it into a single one. That would be, that would be tough. Wait, Pelosi cries about being a Native American? Are you actually confusing her with Jill, not fucking, who is it? The faker.
Elizabeth Warren?
Elizabeth Warren. Are you actually, Aiden, are you doing it deliberately now? You're not doing it deliberately. I don't care, she says, alright. Spell maneuver correctly. Oh, god fucking damn it, hold on.
No, it's deeper. Nancy Pellicci is simply the amalgamation of all the worst women in the fucking DC.
Woman needs my attention again. Be right back. No, Jack, it's actually very warm. And I've got a warming thing under Boomer. He just likes being scratched, as most dogs do. Anyway, Let's send this message. Oh wait, did I already send it? Yeah, I need to refresh it. Oh no, I don't. It's fine. Where she pretends to be indigenous in order to gain sympathy. Sarkeesian will counter with her technique, resist oppression like a boss bitch. Anita summons her cybernetic strength, pushing Nancy Pellicci towards one of the floating stone pillars. With a roar, Nancy crashes through it, shattering it to pieces. Sarkeesian lunges forward, tackling Pellicci to the ground and pinning her arms with robotic force. With a surge of electricity, android Sarkeesian delivers the final blow, short-circuiting Nancy Pellici's soul core and rendering her immobile. Sarkeesian stands victorious, raising her plasma rifle in triumph as the crowd cheers. She has won, but at what cost? Android Sarkeesian looks up at the swirling nebula circling Nebula Nexus, realizing that the fight wasn't entirely fair. Somehow she knows that Aiden wanted Pelosi to lose. Are you okay, Warner? What does that mean, Warner? Right, that's the end of that battle. As far as I'm concerned. Unless anyone objects. There was something else I was going to... Oh, yeah. There is a new background for this particular arena. Maybe not quite as good. Still pretty good. Right, that's the end of the battle, chat. Android Sarkeesian has defeated Nancy Pellicci. So, Jack, you're not. Are you in the same house as Matthias? You know what? We already know. No, not Matthias. Sorry, Classic. Your Amuleth. What was Classic? Classic is also Amuleth. Okay, so it's definitely going to Amuleth. But I guess I'll have to choose what the two things are.
I can hear your mind calculating what it's going to be, and I'm getting in there early with a don't you dare.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give Jack one of them, and Classic the other one of the two causes that you can vote for besides Amuleth. Except Classic isn't here, so I'll have to choose for him. There you go. Jack, choose. Moch, O ye of little faith. I was voting for Jack, but he voted for you.
On the one hand, I suppose that's karma. On the other hand, fuck you, Jack. God damn it.
Well, Moch is now only £40 away from becoming Discord Kitten. So, that's the end of that battle. We have an hour left of the stream, chat. Let us... in fact, chat, would you mind if I took a quick 5-minute break? We will continue with these battles as soon as I get back. In fact, there's no point in me making it like an official break. Just vote on characters for 5 minutes. I will set this up. I'll be right back. Vote on characters. And then we'll take up another battle after that. So go ahead, post the characters, and vote on the ones you like. I will, in the meantime, put him up there for you. shall we try and continue? So, let's see who got the votes. Fucking Wanna still posting. Are you coping there okay, Aiden? Posting a lot of weird stuff. Let's see who got the votes. There's Shrek Nigger. That is not an AI image, Calidrius. Welcome back, Orbus. There's Vermagalon and Chargul. Not very many votes yet, chat. If you don't put in more specific votes, I'm just going to pick for you. To scroll up quite a way to find the actual submissions, though, to be honest. Doesn't appear to be. Have a look at the rules. Whoever just said that. And let me link you to where the actual submissions are. From here, oops, from this post up. That's where the actual submissions are. So go and vote on some. Go and vote on whoever you want to see in the arena. I'll be right back, chat. I'll be right back. Vote on the fighters. Yes, indeed, sport. Right, let's see who got the votes. If no one did, I'll just pick. Looks like Nakavine's anime girl is probably going to be in there. Calidrius' character, again, it might be AI. It's got fucking Wells Fargo logo in the corner. Maybe we could use that. It hasn't got more votes than Orbus, who I do enjoy. And Chargul has actually got 5. So Chargul is the most, and then there's Orbus, the wizard, and Kadu. I do like Orbus, but we haven't actually seen Kadu yet. Am I pronouncing that wrong, Nakavine? Is it like Kadu or something? Because if it is, I don't think I'm going to bother. Okay, it'll be Chargul from Cold War Mech versus Kadu from Nakavine. I do like Orbus, but we have seen him fight before. And we've had NTS today as well. The other two I think we also have had. Oh no, we haven't had Nakavine today. But yeah, Chargul has lots of votes. So let's put him in. Right, give me a second to set things up, chat. Chat, I'm sorry to have to do this, but I don't think he's going to settle. I think I'm going to need to look after him for tonight, which means I'm going to have to set the other 40 minutes of today's stream aside. I can't go 5 minutes through the stream without him yelping, and at least if I can spend the time with him, he'll be a little quieter with the neighbors and whatnot. So we're going to finish there for tonight. Sorry for cutting it short. I will... we'll add the time. Well, an hour and 40 will be owed, not just an hour. I'll put that on the end of another stream soon. So apologies, chat. That will be the end of the stream for today. We will do this more, and I do intend to continue with that Cabal Trek idea. We'll try that properly tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, everyone. See you soon.